Joe rescues Drew and sends Willow and Sidwell to jail. Port Charles is about to be rocked by one of the most explosive scandals in recent memory. Secrets are exposed, shocking alliances crumble, and two of the city's most controversial figures could find themselves behind bars. Recent events have left Drew Kane fighting for his life after a terrifying ordeal that nearly ended in tragedy. While many believed Drew's disappearance was simply another unfortunate accident, one determined man refused to accept the official story. Joe, long considered an outsider by many in Port Charles, began noticing inconsistencies that suggested something far more sinister was unfolding. As suspicions mounted, Joe launched his own investigation. What he uncovered would change everything. After receiving an anonymous tip, Joe traced Drew's location to an abandoned warehouse on the outskirts of Port Charles. Inside, he discovered a horrifying scene. Drew was weak, injured, and being held against his will. It quickly became clear that this was no random kidnapping. Someone had orchestrated an elaborate scheme designed to silence Drew permanently. Despite the danger, Joe managed to free Drew moments before armed men returned to the warehouse. A dramatic escape followed, with Joe helping an injured Drew evade capture and return safely to Port Charles. Once back at General Hospital, Drew immediately revealed a shocking truth. According to Drew, he had uncovered evidence linking both Willow and Jen Sidwell to a massive criminal conspiracy involving financial fraud, blackmail, and the manipulation of several powerful Port Charles families. The revelation stunned everyone. For months, Willow had carefully maintained the image of a devoted mother and compassionate nurse. But behind closed doors, Drew claimed Willow had secretly been working with Sidwell to conceal illegal activities that stretched far beyond Port Charles. Initially, few believed Drew's accusations. Even Michael struggled to accept that the woman he once loved could be involved in something so dark. Carly was equally skeptical, insisting there had to be some mistake. However, Joe had proof. During his rescue mission, Joe recovered hidden documents, financial records, and digital files from the warehouse. The evidence painted a devastating picture. Large sums of money had been transferred through shell companies connected to Sidwell's international operations. More shocking still, several transactions appear to have been authorized using accounts linked directly to Willow. Anna Devane and Dante Falconeri immediately launched an official investigation. As detectives dug deeper, additional evidence emerged. Phone records, surveillance footage, and witness testimony all pointed toward a coordinated effort between Willow and Sidwell to eliminate Drew before he could expose them. Port Charles was left reeling. Michael confronted Willow, desperate for answers. At first, Willow denied everything. She insisted she had been manipulated by Sidwell and claimed she never intended for Drew to be harmed. But Michael wasn't convinced. Their emotional confrontation quickly turned heartbreaking when Willow finally admitted that she had hidden crucial information from everyone for months. Although she insisted she never wanted violence, she acknowledged making decisions that ultimately placed Drew in danger. For Michael, the betrayal was too much. Meanwhile, Sidwell realized authorities were closing in. Determined to avoid prison, Sidwell prepared to flee the country. Unfortunately for him, Anna anticipated his next move. Acting on information supplied by Joe, the PCPD surrounded a private airfield just as Sidwell attempted to board his jet. A tense standoff followed. Sidwell threatened to expose powerful people if arrested, but Anna refused to back down. After a brief struggle, officers finally placed Sidwell in handcuffs. His arrest sent shockwaves throughout Port Charles. But an even bigger surprise was still to come. Armed with overwhelming evidence, Anna obtained a warrant for Willow's arrest. The arrest took place at the Quartermain mansion in front of stunned family members. Carly watched in disbelief. Nina broke down in tears. Michael stood frozen as officers escorted Willow away. Willow's final words left everyone shaken. "I never meant for any of this to happen." Whether Willow was truly a victim of Sidwell's manipulation or an active participant remains the question dividing Port Charles. As Drew continues recovering, he faces difficult choices about his future and the people he once trusted. Joe, meanwhile, has unexpectedly become the hero of Port Charles, earning the gratitude of many who once doubted him. Still, in Port Charles, secrets never stay buried forever. Could Willow possess information capable of bringing down even bigger players? Will Sidwell strike back from behind bars? And has Joe's heroic rescue merely uncovered the first layer of an even deeper conspiracy? One thing is certain, Port Charles will never be the same again. Thank you for watching. Write what you think about it. Subscribe to the channel.